Matt Mees here, co-author of How to Become a Federal Construction Contractor. Before you can take full advantage of federal construction opportunities, you must be both qualified and registered. You can bid on contracts before you're fully registered, but a note of caution. We've been awarded several contracts that had lower bidders, but their bids were rejected because they were not fully registered. They simply had not met the government's written requirements. So obviously there are contractors that know how to find jobs, but they're not familiar with the qualifications or the registration process. This video was designed to give you an introduction to that process. Doing the paperwork isn't always easy or fast, but fortunately, it is worthwhile. Here's what we're going to cover in this video. Registering in CCR, registering in ORCA, registering at FBO and other government websites, and getting general liability insurance. The Central Contractor Registry is the primary registrant database for the U.S. federal government. The CCR collects, validates, stores, and disseminates data in support of agency acquisition missions, including federal agency contracts and assistance awards. Both current and potential federal government registrants are required to register in CCR in order to be awarded contracts by the federal government. Registrants are required to complete a one-time registration to provide basic information relevant to procurement and financial transactions. Registrants must update or renew their registration at least once per year to maintain an active status. To register, you'll need your DUNS number from Dun & Bradstreet, your EIN from the IRS, business information such as your address, employees, and receipts for the last 3 years, and your EFT information from your bank. You will also need to know your NAICS and SIC codes. There are direct links to the websites that can provide this information in our ebook, Getting Started, which is available at gcexperts.com. During this registration process, you will create an MPIN and receive a CAGE code by email in 2 to 5 business days. These are very important numbers, so be sure to add them to your cheat sheet. Here are some links to relative CCR information. The Online Representations and Certifications Application System replaces most of the paper-based reps and certs from the Section K of federal government solicitations. Prior to ORCA, vendors were required to submit reps and certs for each individual large purchase contract award. Now, using ORCA, a contractor can enter their reps and certs information once for use on all federal contracts. This site not only benefits the contractor by allowing them to maintain an accurate and complete record, but also the contracting officer, as they can view every record, including archives, with the click of a mouse. CCR and ORCA are complementary systems. ORCA reuses data pulled from CCR and pre-populates many of the required representations and certifications. Then, the vendor completes the remaining reps and certs with the understanding that with each solicitation they are certifying to current, accurate, and complete information. 2 items are needed prior to registration. 1, an active record in CCR, and 2, an MPIN from that active CCR record. Visit www.ccr.gov to complete these tasks if you haven't already. More information about the questions asked in ORCA can be found in the ORCA Handbook at https://orca.bpn.gov. It must be updated every year, so put this information on your calendar. Next, you'll need to register on procurement websites. The government has a myriad of different agencies, all putting out solicitations and bid requirements every day. Having the information spread over so vast a field prompted the government to invest in FBO.gov. FedBizOps was designed as a single point of entry for federal agencies to publish procurement information and for vendors and contractors to find posted federal business opportunities. It lists all government contracts estimated at over $25,000. Registering on FBO will be a key step in becoming a federal contractor, as the majority of job opportunities you are looking for will be listed on that site. Unfortunately, that will not be the only site you need to register on. Of the many projects listed on FBO, not all of them are stored on FBO. Many will require redirection to another website, where you will require another set of logon credentials to proceed. Here are a list of some of the websites currently in use: ideasec.nbc.gov, fedbid.com, nico.navy.mil, fedconnect.net, and acquisition.army.mil. We use the Bid Tracker Market Reports because it combines all of the government construction information in a fast, easy-to-digest format. You can get a sample report at www.bidtracker.com and sign up to receive updates weekly. You will not need insurance until after a job is awarded, but you will need it before beginning work on a job. We highly recommend that you get pre-approved for a policy that will cover your needs before bidding on a federal contract. You will also need workers' compensation if you have employees, and auto insurance for whatever vehicles you'll be driving on site. Some states, like Illinois and Tennessee, may require workers' compensation even if you do not have employees. Check with each state as needed because laws vary and change. You should also be aware that some states, such as Ohio, Washington, North Dakota, and Wyoming, are monopolistic states, which means that workers' compensation must be provided by the state instead of insurance companies. Check out the links section on gcexperts.com to find out more information about insurance and where you can get it. Here's a list of minimum insurance requirements. These are typical, but they may vary by agency or contract, so you should check to make sure. So those are the minimum requirements to bid on a federal construction project. In our next video, we'll detail step by step how our particular company goes through a project from start to finish. Register at gcexperts.com to be notified when the next video is available.